Right now, I want to talk about a jealousy which is starting to be alarming, and thinking of this and now looking at this more properly, this is so bad. You know why? Because something that I've been trying to explain, but I never got to directly explain is things like this. Sometimes that is why it all begins with this jealousy and it begins to target people. Around where I stay or the people that I know around, they always had a thing where they don't let people, they try to do things underground or secretly so because of the people. For instance, there be things like when they see that you are progressing in life, when they see you starting to buy bricks, because there's that thing of when you are about to build a house, a truck will come and just drop the bricks, and then people know that they want to build something here. It means they are beginning to flourish. And then if they see your house starting to grow, to become bigger and all these things as people are building, it arises jealous to an extent where you would hear not so long that that person died, that child or that son or that daughter in that house who wanted to redeem their family from poverty has now died. And they realize that this is just part of witchcraft. And it's because these things they knew that they do exist. There are people who, when they see that this family is starting to prosper and all, they get jealous and they start to want to do something about it just to stop whatever good thing that is happening. That is why when things are like this, I want to tell you and I want to make it clear to you that they are getting angry. That is why at times you see God delaying to bless you. It is not necessarily because He's delaying, He is still preparing you. Because He knows that if you are to start having these things while you are not yet ready, yes, you will have them for a moment, but they will easily be taken away. Therefore, it is better to prepare you so that even if or even when they start to come against you, they don't stand a chance. They find you to be stronger. That's why I want to tell you, like, the thing is, in each and everything, there is something that it attracts. For instance, a rotten meat, a rotten body or a corpse of a person, it attracts flies, right? Yes, something that smells good, it also attracts attention. People will want to move more closer to you. Just like wealth, it attracts, as well as jealousy, gossip. That's why whatever you have, there is something that is making people talk. Nobody talks while there is nothing. That's why there's a saying that goes like, you want people to, nobody to say anything, then do nothing in life. Don't act, don't just be quiet, and nobody will care about you. That's why they say whatever you do, people will always talk. You do good, some will come and say something. You do bad, obviously they will talk. You know what I'm saying? Bad news travel faster. That's why it is so sad and it's so alarming. I have seen situations where, like, some people who I would not expect, I would see them displaying some depth, some deeper jealousy to an extent where you can see that they can no longer pretend. So those type of jealousies are those which are so alarming. That's why you must be careful when you are closer to those type of people. Such jealousy is too dangerous. That person can be too dangerous and they can do whatever it takes. That is why at times also you will realize that some people you won't know who they really are. There's a saying that goes like, you don't know who the person really is up until they make it in life. Some people, you know them when they are backed into a corner. Do you know why God would prefer to test His children, like Abraham, and as well as who is this one? When He said it was just testing, like Saul, yes, King Saul, he was being tested as well. Go kill everything, don't spare nobody, and we wanted to see. And what did it happen when he disobeyed? When he disobeyed, the Lord said, or Samuel said, I was going to establish your kingdom. Therefore, you failed. You should have obeyed my instruction. Those things are there to test you. And for you to pass a test, it means you are ready for it. It means you trust the Lord. The Israelites, they never entered Canaan, not because God did not want them to enter Canaan, but due to disobedience. They were being tested in the wilderness. That's why, like, as much as small as it might sound, as minor as it might seem, it is not a matter of, come on, like, did God really have to do that? Those failings, they were showing or displaying that this person could not stand this. This person could not handle this. But in your mind, it is easy to feel like, come on, like I could have done it. This is as simple as it comes, but you were not ready. That is why today we look at people, they turn against us, we discover things, and then we wonder how, all because these people all along, we never put them in a corner. And there are those that you know that no matter what, this one will never leave me, will never stab me in the back. Or they don't care about this. Many people today are married with psychos. Many people today are married with gold diggers. And they be like, what? I didn't know. But they only find out when they no longer have money. And that is when they get to know that, oh, so she was in it for the money. That is why when they properly sit down, they get to also check and see that, you know what? But yes, I could see those things. But I just thought, yeah, that's the thing. They just thought. But the reality is, it was all about the money, nothing to do with you. That's the thing that I'm talking about. That this jealousy that is being alarmed. And I just pray for you that in Jesus' mighty name, may the Lord strengthen you in a major way. May the Lord give you strength to battle all your enemies, to overcome. I cannot pray that may God shortcut things so that you can just reach your Canaan. Unfortunately, you have to go through the wilderness first. But in the midst of the wilderness, you will be able to conquer. You will be able to live well. Have you ever went through a tribulation, and then in the midst of a tribulation, you only realize how extreme and hard it was only after you are done with it, after only you have overcome it? That's what I'm actually talking about. It is only after you have overcome, because in that situation, in that wilderness, the Lord gives you strength and ability to be conquering each and everything that you are coming across. I've been there. Now, sometimes when I look back, I'm like, how could I survive like this? How was I doing this? How was I pulling this off? But I'm like, you know what? No wonder I was able to. God taught me. God enabled me. It shows that God was with me. David was already king. But there came a time, as much as he was a conqueror of wars, he ran away from his own biological son, Absalom. He ran, literally so, in fear of Absalom. But to show that God was still with David, at the end they conquered and he got his things back. Let me tell you, a time will come when sometimes you're going through the most. You wonder, like, was there a mistake with God? What about the promise that God gave you that this is you're gonna have forever and all? Listen, that is just the wilderness. You have to stay strong. God will restore everything and you will multiply. And I pray for you that anybody that is targeting, whether your parents, your progress, your future, your children, anything to do with you due to jealousy, may God protect you. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. And that's all I had. My details are in the comment section below. See you next time.